So yeah, we've got number one fan here. We're going to talk about his channel. I think he's got a channel. For those who don't know you yet, who is Escape the Chaos and what's your channel all about?
So the name, actually, funny enough, I come up with the name in Turkey.
All right, yeah.
I was just thinking of a kind of a catchy name because it's mainly droning, isn't it? And you've been telling me for years to have a channel. I'm like, I'm never going to have a channel. I kept saying this, I won't ever have a channel. But yeah, so it's really about droning. I love drone videos myself. And you just get such a different perspective if you're seeing stuff from like above. You just don't get to see it with your naked eye. So it all really based on that. And I love castles, so that's kind of where it started, droning castles. But obviously I do other historical buildings, etc.
Was there a moment in your life when you thought, I need to escape the chaos?
Yeah, quite often.
That's quite good, isn't it?
Quite often, actually. That's why I go on holiday, to escape the chaos. And kind of, yeah. But yeah, I thought that was kind of good because you're up in the... Well, I'm not up in the air, but the drone is. So you are... In that video, you are kind of escaping all the chaos of life.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of out of the way. And it felt catchy to me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that. And you know how it is with YouTube, especially nowadays, there's so many channels. To find a name that hasn't been used... It's
quite
also
someone's
difficult.
already used that.
And since then, someone's stolen my name, but changed one letter, one word to a capital or something.
And they got more subscribers.
Yeah, I know. Great, isn't it? And they've been going less time.
Do you consider yourself an adventurer?
I would say so.
Documentarian? I think, is that the word? Or a bit of both?
Both, I'd say. When I'm on,
because you combined your flights with the narration and the history and stuff, so
I do a lot of research, and then don't forget my holiday vlogs as well. That's adventure and that's documentary and some historical sites. Some of it's just kind of holiday stuff, but
some for your personal collection, so you can look back and it's I mean, this is a funny one. I always remember this because you come round and we edited it together. I'm sure we did. How did the channel start, and what was your first upload? The first upload
was Rzeszów Castle. Yes, you helped me. The very first two videos you basically edited. I sat there and watched pretty much, didn't I?
Right, yeah.
So it was that and Dover Castle.
Dover Castle was one I was thinking of.
Yeah, the Rzeszów Castle was the first one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was before.
I thought it was Dover Castle.
Yeah, Dover Castle was the second one. Yeah. You done the first two, then after that, it's basically mine. Yeah, I don't know where did. I just thought about getting a drone because I just like drone.
We've been out so many places, haven't we, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I kept saying to number one fan, get yourself
a channel. I was like,
get a channel.
It's not going to happen. I was like, never going to get a channel, and here I am.
Yeah. And you started doing your narrations. You was a bit uncomfortable at first.
Yeah.
But now you're more comfortable.
Yeah, I don't mind. So the only thing is just looking at the camera. I find a bit. So if I'm looking weird places,
and I think you lose concentration if you look at it. You start. I find anyway sometimes, if you wear sunglasses, it doesn't matter where you look.
And it feels less natural as well, doesn't it? Just looking at a camera, to be honest.
How long did it take before you saw growth on your channel?
Few months.
Yeah.
I've seen growth now, but it's
very slow, isn't it?
It is slow.
It's the day and age, there's thousands of people uploading stuff, millions of uploads a day, isn't it?
It's mad, isn't it? Yeah.
So it's just hard getting yourself out there. Years ago, it was easier, I think.
It is hard, but I've always done it on the basis that I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. I generally enjoy editing. Like, I really enjoy doing especially when you're filming like the holiday vlogs. I filmed it. I've edited. All that is my kind of masterpiece. So I actually enjoy the whole process. So I've never done it to make money. If I ever get monetized, great. But that's not really an aim of mine.
No, I mean, it's nice, isn't it? Because petrol, then you can.
Yeah. What's nice is, I suppose, to claim some of the losses back rather than, the earnings part, because you do lose money. Obviously, I'm going out, I'm travelling someplace. A lot of the time, I am specifically going to drone. Obviously, I'm on holiday anyway.
Yeah.
But droning, I'm specifically going out there. So
yeah. I mean, it's like any hobby, isn't it? You're still going to do it.
Yeah, it's a hobby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But nowadays, hobbies you do get paid for. Sometimes if you're a YouTuber anyway.
Yeah.
What video are you most proud of to this point? Because I know you got about 1,500 in it in the can.
Yeah, I've got quite a few. Yeah, what am I most proud of?
But the ones that are live now, we'll talk about that.
The ones that are live
not the ones
now.
that are ready to go out. What one are you most proud of, edited wise, and stuff like that? Do you know the one?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just trying to think of which one kind of stands out. I think, as it stands, I would say like the Wolf's Lair. To be honest, I think because that was quite hard to film as well, because there was so many trees.
Yeah.
That was really difficult place to film as well. So I'd say the Wolf's Lair, because I went not expecting to get any footage at all, because I knew where it was in a forest, and I didn't know if they would allow. So I kind of went thinking, I'll take it, but probably not going to happen. So I'd say the Wolf's Lair as it stands.
Right.
Probably some of my holiday vlogs that are not out, I am more proud of, but they're not released yet.
Not released yet. Yeah. I mean, we get to some of them, don't we? So, yeah. Any near misses or unexpected challenges while filming?
Yes. Loads. With droning as well, it's the challenges you meet with other people. I've had arguments with National Trusts, and I'm not on their land.
You need to get the old body cam.
Yeah,
and then
he's pointing in my face. I won't tell you what I said because it's not YouTube friendly, but it wasn't a friendly conversation. And I did say to him in so many words, we can sort this out another way if you like. That's me being polite, because he's pointing in my face, and a lot of people don't
right up close.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand the rules. I wasn't on their land. Whether they like, if I'm on their land, they can stop me because it's their land. But if I take off from a private land, which I was, they cannot stop you.
Public land.
Yeah, public land. I was on. Yeah, it's in a park, a public park.
There's so many, because I watch DJ Media, and the auditors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's so many people out there that don't know the law.
Yeah.
And even the police now are starting to get to know the law better between filming and droning.
Yeah, that was Hever Castle. That one.
Was it?
That's out. Actually, that probably is one of my prouder ones as well, because that was quite a challenging day, and I'm trying to film when I've got, there's a couple of members of staff. First, there was a female come up. We had a polite conversation. It was fun. I said, I understand what you're saying, but I respectfully disagree, and I'm going to carry on flying. And it was the guy that then came.
Right.
That's when the argument escalated. So that's probably one of my prouder moments as well, as in, because of the challenges I felt. And as you know, I've crashed a few times. I've got a video out about that.
There is a video. What's that video called?
Just drone crashes, I think. We can link it.
I mean, after that, you haven't had any other crashes, have you?
No, that day I crashed 5 times in one day, though.
Wow.
It was mental. I think I was inexperienced a lot more then, wasn't I? A mixture of other stuff, but yeah, that was just funny 5 times.
It was a funny one to watch, and the drone crashed, Green and Common, or landed, ran out of battery, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it actually landed. I didn't know, and someone found it because I saw the footage after, and they left it near what's a cafe now, isn't it? The control tower.
Control tower, yeah.
And really nice of him. It was like so nice of him.
And all those water patches everywhere. It landed.
On concrete. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, because I knew it was going, and I just kept pressing down. And then the screen went, I couldn't see, so I just held down and just hoped for the best.
Yeah.
But I guess they must land automatically. Anyone know? I guess.
Yeah, they do. They should do. Yeah.
So it must get to a point where it will just land.
Yeah, you'll have no control of it. Yeah. Have you ever had a moment where you felt maybe this isn't worth it?
I have.
I think I've heard you say things like that.
Yeah, I have.
I mean, the cameras fail or the drone doesn't work.
If your laptop breaks and...
Oh, yeah, that's that as well. Yeah.
I think unless you've done it, now I can appreciate the amount of effort it takes, because you've got to go out there, you've got to film it. Editing takes a long time. Like, at the minute I'm editing our holiday, went to Poland, Auschwitz, and it's taken hours, really hours. You know how it is.
But it's painstaking. You're taking your time because you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And
the problem is you watch it, I assume you do the same, you edit it, render it, watch it back, you notice a small mistake. I can't leave that mistake, so I've got to go back, amend it, re-render it, wait, watch it again. So the amount of times you watch your own video.
What kind of gear do you use? Shoot your beautiful drone sequences.
Yeah. DJI, I've got the Mavic Mini 2 still got the 2, that's old now.
That is, what's there out now? 4?
4, I think 5's coming out, so I've still got that. And camera wise, I've got the Mini Pocket 2, the old one. If you remember, I was waiting for the 3 didn't come out in time before I went to Japan, so I had to just buy the 2.
Yeah.
But then the 3 came out, I think, 2 months later.
The 3 does look good, doesn't it?
Really, because it's got a bigger screen, little
flip.
You can flip.
Yeah.
So the Pocket is really good. It's perfect for holidays. It's small. It does what it says. It chuck it in your pocket. The battery lasts quite a good time. It's 4K. It's on a gimbal, so it's kind of, for me, idiot proof.
Yeah.
Although I still start the film and point it in the sky half of the time. Or
oh, really? You're not looking at the screen.
I know, I still do. I think sometimes it just kind of starts how it wants.
Yeah. Of all the places you visited, which one sticks in your head most?
Japan.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Japan was incredible. I know we've had this conversation. It's really different to what you think. You're thinking more along the lines of China. Japan, I've never been to China, by the way, but
right.
Japan, it's so civilized. It is incredible. The culture, it's like being in a cartoon is the best way to describe it. With all the anime and the funny noises and the characters, they're like birds tweeting when you cross the road. That's the noise to cross, and the noises on the trains, and
all this is you've captured this.
Yeah, on the vending machines, the colour, the smell. It's for me, it's incredible. I'd love to go back. If you can afford to go, you have to go to Japan, really.
Yeah.
But there's been many places, but that and Slovenia are my top places, I would say, really.
Slovenia. Do you think people are drawn to your content because it offers escapism, peace, or perspective?
Maybe escapism on some of the videos, peaceful.
I mean, some of the music you use.
Yeah.
It's nice and peaceful, and
that's one of the. I think I've said to you before, haven't I? It's one of the most difficult parts for me is finding the music. It has to be right. If it's not right, I sometimes listen to music whilst I'm playing the drone video to see if it feels. So yeah, I'd say escapism probably.
I use YouTube music library.
Yeah, I've used all of them that I can use. So
there's some good ones on there, but there's a lot of rock, hip hop, dance. I've used some of them for the end parts of the video sort of done, but usually I want sort of more cinematic style.
That's kind of what, for my drone, and it's like that. But with my holiday vlogs, you'll see they're coming up. I think they're getting better than as I'm going along because I'm learning more. Like I think Japan was my very first one I've ever edited. So as I'm going, I've got lots now stacked up, as you know. I think they're getting better, to be honest.
What kind of message do you get from your viewers?
All positive so far, pretty much. A lot of people say it's really peaceful, really interesting if they're the holiday vlogs and stuff. Yeah, all good comments. I don't really get much negative. I think 'cause I've got a smallish following as well. I think it's when you get to your kind of level, that's when you might get a bit more crap because you've got so many people watching it.
Yeah, when you get viral videos as well.
Yeah.
It's just in a trending. People click on it, and then, you just get there's all sorts. Everyone is different, and Have you ever met fans or followers on the road?
Only in relation to IKS. I've met some locally, and when I was in the Isles of Scilly, believe it or not.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's #1 fan. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Isles of Scilly.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Did you have a shirt on or anything? Is it just...
I don't...
Just recognise
just recognise me. But no one's ever recognised me for my channel, but for your channel, I've been, I think 3 or 4 times I've been recognised.
Well, at the moment, you're not really in it as much, are you? I mean, there's a couple of clips, like in the vlogs you've done.
Yeah.
But with the droning ones, you're not in it.
I'm not, no, unless I did. If I didn't have holiday vlogs, they wouldn't know who I was anyway, because it's literally just droning. But
because now you're doing these vlogs, you're going to be in it more, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, I feel give it time. People are be like, oh, God, look, it's Escape the Chaos.
It's still be
shirts
#1
done
fan.
and the hat.
I bought you a follower. Do you remember this?
What's
Going
that?
off subject. Remember we was in Poland? We was doing a live, and a follower from my channel, and it's on your live still, mentioned it, came over from my channel to yours. I was like, I just never expected that because I've got such a small channel, and I know a lot of my followers are from yourself or who have watched you. So I was really amazed that like one of my followers that's nothing to do with IKS has come over to you. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, so I mean, like you got Bearded Bodger,
yeah,
Cylinder Blown 8.
Yeah, blown 8 cylinder. You've done it on purpose, didn't you?
And ALW and stuff like that. They all share your channel, didn't they? I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah, so, they do. Yeah.
All those channels, folks, check them out in the description.
Cracking channels, cracking lads.
Well, you know, they will get shout outs at one point, but once a week. So
where's the beer testing whilst I'm here?
Beer testing?
Yeah, you're usually doing a beer test. You not got any beer? Good beers. Nice. I didn't know they sold these at Morrison's. I thought you could only get them over.
Yeah, Morrison's. I mean, I did have the 2.8 ones, and they just tasted awful.
I do. I think it's this nostalgia for a lot of people, isn't it? And
it's
I like
that taste.
And the little stumpy bottle as well. I like these.
It's got a lovely taste. It reminds you of when you was like underage sort of stuff, you know?
Yeah,
I reckon so. Do you feel a responsibility to keep exploring for the people who can't?
Yeah, definitely. I feel very fortunate I can go to a lot of these places, and some people either won't or can't and just never will go there. So it's nice to show people that, even at holidays as well or whatever. I mean, we've been to some good places I won't mention that you haven't put out yet. That was, you got to know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was unbelievable. So yeah,
it's coming soon. That is.
Yeah, I feel very fortunate, and yeah, definitely to keep it alive for people.
Yeah, I mean, we've had people comment in the past saying that they're wheelchair bound. Yeah, and they can't get out and explore. So that's lovely to see these places because I can't do it.
Because it wasn't for people like you and whoever else, they wouldn't. That goes out to see these places. It's not just like walking in Dover Castle that anyone can go. Because some of these places can be a bit tricky, or even finding them, all sorts. So yeah, it's good. I think to bring it to a screen at home so people can see it.
Because basically, YouTube is the new TV, isn't it? Really?
It's amazing. Do you know what I love? I'd swear by YouTube, regardless of doing it myself. I love YouTube. I love watching. I spend a lot of time watching stuff on YouTube. It's great if you go on holiday as well. You can explore restaurants to go, places to go, like ideas,
how to fix things.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, everything. I've done. I was researching the screed in my floor recently. Never done it, so I was researching that on YouTube. And I learned from this guy, really helpful video, bought his product as well.
Oh, wow.
It's basically like a sealer before you put the primer on, so it doesn't sap all the moisture. But yeah, all that from YouTube. So
yeah, it's good. There's good and bad on YouTube.
Definitely.
Someone uploads something, like how to fix a tap or something like that that's leaking. And then, you got loads of people in the comments saying, you don't do it that way. And,
I think what people have got to realise, at the end of the day, that person's taking their time to do it and film it. Maybe it is the incorrect way, but does it really matter?
Does it work?
Exactly, yeah. And they're not, it's not like they're saying, well, this is the way it should be done. It's just, it's a way, isn't it? Out of many.
The future of Escape the Chaos.
More.
We'll wait there. I ain't finished yet.
Oh.
What's next for your channel? Any places on your dream list?
But yeah, there is something coming up. I've just booked to go into America next year.
Whereabouts?
California.
Oh, wow.
But it was booked and it had issues anyway. I've always wanted to see these giant sequoia trees in the States. And they're only in... I mean, they are in England, but the big ones, because they take a long time to grow, are only in the States.
I thought you saw some. Was it the English ones?
Yeah, you can get them in, but they take a long time to get big. And these things are massive. It's unbelievable. So we're going there to all the national parks in California. Hopefully going to go to somewhere like Alcatraz, I'm hoping, if Trump hasn't reopened it as a prison, unless that's...
Oh, is that a thing, is it?
Apparently, I don't know if that's a joke.
It's a joke, isn't it?
But, and from California, we're going to Hawaii, because that's the closest point you can be to Hawaii on the west coast, and it's another 5 hours flight. So we're going to Hawaiian Islands, Pearl Harbor. That's where Pearl Harbor is.
Is it Hawaii is near where they used to test nuclear weapons?
I think so, yeah.
Like Bikini Island.
I think so. Not 100%, but I think so.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
That's where I don't know if it is now, but that's where the bulk of the US Navy was. Don't know if that's still the same. And yeah, so that's coming up. And there's lots more places I've been and I've already edited and just they're in my queue to come out.
Yeah. Maybe you should just let them out all at once.
Yeah, like this Santorini, Gran Canaria, Montenegro. There's lots edited ready to go, and they will be out.
Get subscribing, folks. Come on. Lots of interesting stuff happening. So, would you ever consider doing a live event?
I would, but I wouldn't know what really to put on the live event.
Usually we do it all together anyway, so
yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah. One lesson you've learned on the road that changed your outlook
in regards to,
I suppose, your channel and droning and.
I think not to worry too much about the end result, like what people think. I think to a certain extent, as long as you're happy with it, because the way I see it, for me, I'm sharing my journey. So a lot of this, it's documenting where I'm going, and as well, it's like it's a record of where I've been, so I can look back. So I think it's nice to do stuff for the viewers as well, but I think at the end of the day, you've got to be happy with it. That's, I think, number one. If you're happy with it,
that's what you're doing it for, isn't it?
Exactly.
I mean, it's your hobby. You're doing it because you enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's when you lose that enjoyment, that's when it's time maybe to give up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not enjoying it.
No, I really enjoy it, actually, to be fair.
You know, there's a point. There gets points in YouTube and business, folks, where you get burnt out. You've got to take a week off, month off, or of editing or whatever.
Yeah, you get people do that, don't they?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've done it before. I've uploaded older videos just so I can refresh and get fresh. Once I start editing again, then this is exciting. You know, I'm enjoying this. When it gets to the point where it's like, that's a 40-minute video I've got to go through.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Once you start, because the stuff I'm editing now, it's well over a year ago. So it's interesting to look at it back. It's not like it was recorded the other day.
Yeah.
So, like the France ones.
I think what I find interesting about using the Pocket 2, because even the Pocket 3, the screen's not that big. Because it's so small, you still can't really get a good idea of how it's going to look. So it's quite exciting to go back and...
That's what puts me off with that camera.
Really?
Not being able to see, because I like to see what I'm recording.
Nah, it's fine. You'll be fine.
I think when the number 3 comes down, I'm going to get that one, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
It's bigger sensor, better in low light.
Oh, is it really?
It's a 1-inch sensor, I think.
Damn. Might need to upgrade.
But, Mario, you've been to Japan with your one, Wolf Slayer.
Yeah. Subscribe, folk. Get me monetised. I could buy a new one.
How many subscribers last few days? 20, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got nearly 700 now. So then it's not just that, is it? It's 4,000 viewing hours, isn't it? In a year. And then you've got to have 1,000 subscribers. So it's both, I think.
Yeah, so when your Japanese one goes up, I think that's where it's going to go up a bit.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, possibly.
Viewing hours go up. So how long are the Japanese ones?
Between 20 and 30 minutes. There's a couple that are 32. There's a couple maybe that are under 20. But pretty much around the half an hour mark. Yeah.
Do you
10 of them.
Guide at like, that's 20 minutes, or it's 21. Should I cut it down a bit?
No.
To get to that point?
No, never. No, it don't matter. No. I more do it like if I finished a scene or a day or an activity, if the time's right, I'll cut it there. Is there really any point me starting the whole next day? There isn't. So it really depends on where I'm at the point, and then I'll just I'll cut it there, and then I'll do a new one.
Escape the chaos. Always chuck it out there. Trying
you
to
are.
And all that stuff.
And some of my drone footage is used on your videos.
It is indeed, yeah.
If we're together, you don't bother because I take mine and
Well, my drone actually, I'm a bit like that using it because it's heavier, and I don't know the laws of that anymore. I mean, the 249, which is your one, grams, it's
you're not allowed to get to a certain. I think it's with 150 meters of buildings and all sorts. In theory,
I just don't know
the way things are going. Like we were talking about that DJI Media, DJE,
yeah.
He seems like he likes to cause problems.
Interactions with the people when they get angry, it brings him viewers.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I find it's interesting. It's fun to watch.
But he's going to people like that who end up going to ruin it for other people.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, there'd be some sort of weird band that come in. It's like exploring on private land, civil offence. It's not criminal offence in this country. Trespass is not criminal.
No, but one day it will be. They'll probably change it.
Everyone goes out when they're exploring. They're saying, That's all right. It's just civil offence. You know?
At the minute, I think I've never seen a channel that's got as many castles and stuff as I have. I've got a lot. I mean,
There's so many. You got the pins that I sent you.
Yeah, I've got
all the different castles in England.
England,
Wales,
loads. Scotland. I've got 29 on there at the minute of just castles, but I've probably got about another 29 that haven't been put up. So it's a lot of castles to film. And that's from all around the world. There's Greece, Poland, Belgium, France, you know, all around the world. Spain, Lithuania, Latvia. I've droned in a lot of countries now.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been getting around them.
Wales recently. I just went to Wales, vlogged that.
You didn't go to Scotland in the end, did you?
No, because the weather was horrendous, so there's no point. Yeah. If you've ever seen Gavin and Stacey, there's a surprise there.
I've seen clips of it.
It's amazing, yeah. It's really good Wales. It's really nice.
Yeah, plenty of castles there, isn't there? So
yeah.
I mean, I think some of the I think focus on that more, because I think you don't really see many of them castles. You see the English ones, you know.
Yeah, you
Dover
don't,
Castle, big one.
And like some of the ones I've done abroad, like in Poland and stuff, you've just not even heard of. That's always the main reason why I started YouTube, because I love castles and aerial view of castles, and it will always be, I think, my main thing. Because the holiday vlogs is when I go on a holiday. I know I go away a fair bit, but I'm not enough to kind of just be that. So it's always going to be, I think, castles.
Yeah. Well, Scat the Cows, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, folks. Thank you for your support.
Indeed.
Thank you very much.
Subscribe.